everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Candid Kaya. So it's 2021 and we're off to a new year. And I personally have a New Year's resolution, and that is to get more fit. That's often a lot of people's resolution once you enter the new year, but how can we actually maintain that resolution? Well, today we're here with entrepreneur and fitness coach Inez, who's going to tell us how we can do just that. Stay tuned. All right. So, hello, Inez.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So, hello, everyone. I am Inez Lampley. I am a certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, a women's fitness specialist, and recently I became a prenatal and postnatal women's fitness specialist. So, I really cater to women who are looking to live their healthiest life before, during, and after pregnancy. I co founded Lampley Fitness Lab with my husband, which is a platform where we show how to exercise and eat healthy with having a busy life. So I really enjoy just teaching classes and um, getting people to move at home and knowing that their body is a gym and to really just stay consistent with the process and to trust the process.
Amen to trusting it. I could do a better job at that if I do say so myself.
We all can.
Well, let's just get a little bit into what motivated you to personally get in better shape and just ultimately lead a healthier lifestyle.
Yes. So it's a semi long story, but I'm going to give it in full so you can completely grasp my truth. So I'll start back at Spelman. So we went to Spelman together, freshman dorm, LLC1. We go way back. And when I went to Spelman, I was terrified of gaining the freshman 15. I've seen, people above me come back from high school gaining 15 pounds. And so I went to Spelman and I was like, I cannot gain 15 pounds. That's really where my health journey began. I did not eat like everyone else in the calf. I usually would have like apple peanut butter salad, baked chicken on Fried Chicken Wednesday. Like I really started to notice that what I ate affected how I looked. Fast forward when I was working on Wall Street in New York, post Spelman, it was invigorating the New York lifestyle, just how many healthy restaurants and classes, Soul Cycle, Barry's Boot Camp that they didn't have in Atlanta. And so when I was there, I really became like a gym rat. I was constantly in the gym, constantly having smoothies, juices, salads, and I really fell in love with the lifestyle. However, I was burning myself out. I was working more than I needed to, and it wasn't until I met my husband while I lived in New York where he was like, Inez, like, you're just not eating properly. Like, eating a salad does not equate to healthy. And doing an hour of cardio is not how you're trying to get a bigger booty. And he was just telling me that everything that I thought was right was incorrect. And so that's really when it sparked, I want to get curves. I want to maintain my femininity. How do I do that?
Mhm.
And that's when I really got into fitness because he was a personal trainer. Fast forward, we get married, we have our son, Rudy. And while I was pregnant, I worked out my whole entire pregnancy. I even walked the day I went into labor. But my whole postpartum journey was such an eye opening for me because you see on Instagram, everyone says snapback. And I looked the exact same after I gave birth. And that's what really fueled my desire to become a certified coach, both in the workout space and the nutrition space, because there is science behind everything.
Mhm.
And it's easy to just go on the internet and Google how to lose 10 pounds, how to build your core, build your butt. But there's specific ways to do it. And I was going off of the internet and I really wanted the science. So that's what really my postpartum journey really fueled my desire to want to become certified and also share that knowledge with other women, specifically women of color.
Okay. Okay, Inez, thank you for sharing your journey with us. And just tell us, in your opinion, do you think typically a major life event has to happen for people to no longer have working out and fitness as just a habit, but an actual lifestyle change?
Yeah, so that's a really good point. And I share my journey to really display how I had different changes from nutrition to exercising and doing all the wrong things to finally doing the right thing. And it is the point of burnout that where you do so much, but you're not getting closer to your goals, where I feel like people tend to stop because you're exhausted or you're not getting closer to where you want to be. So I do think it's once you find what works for your lifestyle and you're seeing the progress, then that is when you're really doing what's best for you.
Okay, well, let's elaborate on that actually, because that's something I would love to know. Why do you think that people can work out so hard and really, in their mind, be going ham at the gym, but ultimately not see the results that they want to see?
And let me tell you, I was there in New York, and that is, I completely empathize with anyone who is there because I spent years in that position.
Mhm.
What I learned was that you can't outwork a bad diet. And so 80% of what you want to see in your body is all about what you put in your mouth. It is 80% about nutrition. And I can go deeper into nutrition, but at a high level, just because something is colorful doesn't mean that it is healthy,
Mm.
right? Or just because it doesn't have meat does not like vegan does not equal healthy. And healthy is such a broad term. It can mean so many different things to different people. So let me first say that. But understanding the idea around macronutrients, and so I'll get into it a little bit now, is the key turning point for me. And so macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fat.
Mhm.
And in each and every meal, you need all three. And so, for example, when I was living in New York, I would have salads without meat. I would constantly have salads without meat because I thought when I did not eat meat, I would lose my stomach. It might have made a small difference,
Mhm.
but the key thing about meat and protein is that it helps to build lean and tone muscle. So that big booty that I really was trying to go after was never going to happen if I wasn't feeding myself properly. So I say that as an example for everyone to really examine how they eat.
Mhm.
Carbs aren't bad. Like I went on a period where I did not eat carbs because I thought carbs made you fat. And it's the complete opposite. Carbs give us energy. And
Mhm.
so to beast a workout and to have energy to come home and play with your kids and, wake up and feel energized, you need to eat complex carbs. And, you know, there are different types of complex carbs, sweet potatoes, brown rice, wheat bread, fruits and vegetables are carbs too. So it's just understanding what you're eating and what it does for you. And my whole thing is food is not for just pure satisfaction of taste. It's a great way for us to feel good. And that's its purpose, right? Food is to energize and fuel our bodies. And once I changed my outlook, so I was super restrictive. I wouldn't eat this, I wouldn't eat that. Once I completely let that go and I understood why I needed to eat avocados or lean chicken or bread, I was able to see the changes in my body that I wanted to.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about, although you're on this healthier fitness journey, always a journey, even though you've already pretty much seen results, it's still a journey ultimately. So, what have been some of the most challenging parts to getting to where you've gotten to?
Ooh, sorry. I really had to think about that one. The challenging parts is just being consistent,
Mm.
um, staying with it, and trusting the process. We live in a world of instant gratification where if I do this 30-day plan, I should get the body that I see on Instagram or Instagram models or the snapback theory. Um, and it doesn't happen like that. Like real progress, real results, you need to give yourself time. And I say at least a year to really get to where you want to go consistently, because there are a lot of quick fixes where you restrict yourself of alcohol, you restrict yourself of the things you love. That's not sustainable. And so it's
Mhm.
really taking time to figure out, what do I love? If I love brownies and ice cream, me, I'm going to have brownies and ice cream tonight, period, because that's something that I enjoy. If I do that, I'm going to make sure I exercise. I make sure that throughout that day, I'm getting enough protein, I'm getting the carbs and fats that I need. I give myself a cheat day each week. And so it's super important to like have things baked into your routine that will keep you going and not have you fall off. So when you have those restrictive, like, I need to work out 6 times a day and I can't drink for 4 weeks, you'll drive yourself crazy if that's something that you enjoy doing. So it's really important to have flexible um, expectations about your journey and give yourself grace, because we're always going to have that day where we slip up. It's all about getting back on it the next day.
Inez. So now I want to ask you for just a little bit more of your advice. What advice would you have for entrepreneurs, or let's say new parents, or those working corporate jobs who just feel like, I don't have the time to live a healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, and that's the common phrase that I hear. Like, I don't have enough time to work out. And
Mhm.
the honest truth is that we make time for the things that we love,
Yep.
right? We make time for our friends, we make time for our spouse, make time for our kids, we make time for Instagram. We deserve to make time for our bodies, our temples. We only get one. And really reframing the idea of exercise as making you a stronger person, because it's more of a mental game than a physical game. So if you can mentally get your mind right and say, I'm going to pour into myself for 15 minutes, you can have a super effective body weight workout in 15 minutes. If you can just push yourself to do that, you will slowly become it will become a habit, because that's what I really think is important, is habit goals.
Mhm.
Don't think all about, I'm trying to lose 10 pounds. That's the end goal. In order to lose those 10 pounds, you have to have daily habits. And I preach that all the time. That daily habit might be waking up before the kids so that you can have a 15-minute workout. Or that daily habit for me, sometimes when my son is asleep, that's when I'll get my workout. So it's really finding, where in my schedule do I need to make adjustments so that I can carve out 20 minutes for myself.
Mm.
Start out with 20, work your way up. Or couple it with something. Like I said before, my husband and I go on walks with our son. That's quality time as a couple. We can talk and walk, and we're making each other better in the process by exercising together. So I would just say, get creative, find ways that you can integrate your loved ones, your family, or finding ways where you can strip out distractions out of your day and replace that with some new habit goals.
Okay. And ultimately, I really like that advice there. Just thinking of fitness as self-care can really change your mindset and how you approach your day and how you approach your new healthy lifestyle, hopefully. So that was
Yeah.
really good advice, Inez. My last advice question is just going to be for anyone who wants to actually start and keyword maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Mhm.
What is your advice?
That's the key word, maintain. And it's hard. I'm not going to lie and say that it's just this easy thing, because even from someone who's a personal trainer, there are days when I'm like, I do not want to work out, but I push myself to do it. And I'm telling you, I feel better about myself mentally, physically, emotionally. I feel better. Endorphins are real. So it's really just knowing that when you're working out, you become a happier person. You become a better person. You are pouring into yourself so you can pour into others. And I would just change the mindset of thinking that it's a chore. Because when you think of working out as a chore, you're going to be upset. You're not going to give it your all. And you're ultimately not going to keep up with it. So, one, change your mindset around why you're working out, what you're doing. Make sure it's purposeful, make sure you enjoy it. Find something that you can stick with. And maybe it's having an accountability partner, or like it's your sister or your best friend, your husband, finding someone who can keep you on track and be on the journey with you. That's another great way to keep it going so you don't fall off. But the key thing is just to find what you like, stick with it, and trust the process because it's all going to work out, but you have to start.
All right, Inez, I actually do have one last question, and it's to finish my sentence. As a fitness coach, I hope to.
I hope to inspire more women of color to love the skin that they're in.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Inez, again for talking with us today about how we can live healthier, more fit lifestyles. Tell everyone how they can keep up with you or even join one of your classes.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Inez Lampley. Follow my husband and I's fitness page at Lampley Fitness Lab and visit our website. Sign up for our newsletter. We send out fitness tips, our class schedule, and any other health tips each week. And I teach free classes every Monday. So I hope to see you guys there.
Boom. And there you have it. Thank you guys for joining us today. We hope that Inez's advice and overall commentary really encourages you all to get more healthy and more fit this year and hopefully all the following years. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.